You can do it. Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the toy stream. We're going to talk about some cool toys today. You know, the world's on fire. Enough of that shit. Let's get back into the fun stuff. And of course, we have our guineas on panel and other guests. We've got Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. How you doing, Tommy?
And that all day long, my foot up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
I'm doing about that well.
Likewise, my friend. Oh, shit. Well, we also have another guinea. We got Trina in the house. We don't have a guinea pig logo for her yet, but, you know, she's a blast all the time. How you doing, Trina?
I'm well. Happy to be here.
Oh, we're happy to have you. We also have Stig is in the house. I like his avatar. But yeah. I know he's kind of done with horror for the month already.
Yeah, I watch too much. Other than that, I'm doing fine. That doesn't involve dogs, but I'm doing fine anyway. And yeah,
nice.
Fall is happening. The ponds and stuff in the park have ice on them now.
Well, be sure to catch it.
Catch the ice?
No, the fall. Never mind. Trying to do puns like you. We also have Slasher is in the house. How you doing, Slasher?
What's good, man? Happy spooky season, everybody.
Oh, yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Spooky season.
Spooky, that's right.
Vinny's fall pond fell flat.
Yes, it did. Like the tires we were talking about earlier. We also we have some great people in the chat. Let me say hello to everyone. First one in tonight was Toy Mafia. We got Carl in the house as well. What up, Carl? Slasher, who's on panel right now. Tommy was saying hi to everyone. Keely Chow. Trina was saying hello as well. Oh, we got Red Dress Press in the house. What's up, buddy? You woke up early today. Oh, sweet. Dude, if you want to pop in and talk toys with us, I'll drop you a link. Chris is always awesome.
Good to see everybody. Remember, guys, go ahead and share the links out there and let everybody know that we're here. Destroy that like button and kick back and have a blast, because while everybody else is dealing in misery, we're going to be dealing in fun.
That's right, man.
Holy shit, Tommy. You must have practiced that one, because that was flawless.
No, that was just right off the cuff. I don't practice shit. Are you kidding? Have you seen my reviews?
Sir. I'm impressed, sir.
Yeah, it sounds like you could be like a radio announcer.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
If I had a radio channel, I'd have Tommy on it.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Dude, you slept all day. I hope you're doing all right now. But I dropped you a link if you do want to hang out. But yeah, we had some pretty cool toys. I got a big review that I did today, so I don't have a ton of stuff, but this thing was it was substantial to shoot. So yeah, I was reviewing this on behalf of someone else, and I gotta say, holy crap, what an amazing figure. I think I'm just gonna jump right into it. You guys want to see this one?
Let's do it.
This is right up Tommy's alley. We got some Transformer stuff here. We got
hello, everyone.
Ultra Magnets from the Studio Series 86 film. Holy crap. This guy is he's a substantial figure. I'll tell you that much.
Well, the original one was pretty substantial as well. And from what I've seen, everything they did with this one, they took the core mechanics of that original one, but they beefed it up. The one thing I don't like about this one is they eliminated the transformation of the cab where you had that white prime with the original one. That's the one thing I didn't like that they did. I wish they would have left that in there.
Yeah, I mean, I see what they were doing too. This one was tricky because this whole thing transforms without removing like other parts or adding on other parts. So the way
parts,
that they did
parts swapping, or
Yeah.
what do they call that? Parts transforming.
Yeah, what is it, like the snap-on things and whatnot? Like there's nothing like that on this guy. He could transform from robot mode into vehicle mode without taking anything off other than the shoulder missiles.
He
So
looks
that's
just like he did in the movie too.
Yeah, the way that they sculpted him, he's brand new. The engineering on this guy is incredible. Yeah, it kind of blew me away. Wasn't expecting how cool this guy turned out. But again, big figure right here, and you'll see comparisons. I got Optimus Prime in this as well, both robot mode and vehicle mode, so you could see kind of how it all looks. Packaging is interesting how they did this, but yeah, he comes in robot mode, and yeah, this guy is awesome, especially if you're a fan of the '86 movie. Holy hell, this thing is absolutely gorgeous.
Didn't he die in the movie?
Yeah. And you could do that with the figure. You could separate
kill him?
the limbs.
Oh, you could do that with fireworks. There's no problem at all.
Well, no, you don't need fireworks and break your toy. You see this red piece on the inside of his thigh? There's like a little spring like loaded thing, and you press that down and slide the leg off. So you could remove both legs and both arms just like he was in the movie. So relive all those traumatic experiences when you were a child.
That's cool that the figure has an action feature that he dies.
Right?
I like that.
That's pretty epic.
Never heard of it.
I will say I could chime in on this one. One of the things that I know they actually reused most of the arms. The arms are almost exactly the same. Granted, there are differences, but they use, like I said, the base model from the original version they did for Earthrise. They pretty much recaptured all that with the original arms that they had on there. But the one thing that I hated about the other one that they finally included this one is rockers on the feet, because the other one had no rockers whatsoever. Yeah. So he was permanently fixed in this outspread stance with his feet. Yeah. And you couldn't really position him.
Right here, this is the other reason why they didn't do the Optimus mode, like that white Optimus Prime mode, because they did the spring-loaded thing where you could get the Matrix of Leadership out of his chest as well. So that was pretty cool how they did that. But again, the engineering, because they wanted to keep it all together, because that original piece, like you'd have like that white part and then snap everything else on him. That's not what they did here. So I'll hand it to them. They did something different, which is pretty cool. And most people have that Earthrise one or even the Cybertronian one, because I have the Cybertronian version. He's a little more alien-like in his vehicle mode, but still amazing how they did this. You know, very, very impressive. But like I said, I'm reviewing this.
This is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I definitely say so. Minor gripe would just be that other mode. But for me, I don't really mind. Robot mode and vehicle mode is enough. I don't need the Optimus mode on this one.
Do they have the clear window for the eyes? Because it looked like the eyes kind of lit up a little bit there.
Oh yeah, they do. They do.
Very nice. Yeah, I missed that one because for a while there they stopped including that with all their newer transforms. I'm glad to see they're starting to bring that back.
Yeah, dude, it's killer. I love that they did that. But yeah, beautiful looking figure for sure. Yeah, again, literally just opened him. So yeah, his joints and everything very tight. But again, he could do the trigger finger, he could do the pointing hand. The hand could go completely flat. So yeah, nice articulation in this.
The one thing he can't do is get his fingers around that matrix very well.
Yeah, because you could have him holding both of them, but it's literally just like the two index fingers because it's such a small item. But I mean, you could do it if you want.
Did they ratchet those joints?
Yes, his ratchet joints all over the place. The one thing I'll say that they did kind of goof on the arms. So that point by the shoulder, if you go to move that arm, if you don't hold, you got to close his arms, like don't do that butterfly thing. Close them and then rotate them up and down. They are all ratcheted, but this will swing because of articulation. So where his forearm is, it'll swing all the way until it's on the other side. They should have put a better kind of peg or a pin in there. That's the only gripe I'd have when it comes to messing around with the figure, moving them around or articulating them. But other than that, everything else is pretty amazing. And even this little bit of motion, that rocker, that's enough. You don't need. It doesn't have to go extreme because you can get him some pretty great poses and still have his feet like flat on the floor. So that's pretty epic. Oh, what's up, Liam? See, Conquest is in the chat. We got Time Profit as well. Frankie knows.
What's up, guys?
Frankie says, yeah, 37-year-old spoiler alert. yeah, he dies in the movie. They
did not paint Optimus Prime the wrong color. What are you talking about, Time Profit?
Who said that? That's Ultra Magnus. What you talking about, Willis? But yeah, I like that he does come with these cool effects and stuff too. So you could plug them on, and you could plug them onto the other Transformers as well. So if you have other ones with their blasting effects, all the stuff, it all works with it. So that's pretty good, at least for the 86 series and the Earthrise stuff. Because like I put a couple of them on the blaster for Optimus as well during this review. So, and that one's cool too. You could take it apart in all different ways. So if you don't want it, fully extended, you could have just like different parts of it.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, like shorter bursts and whatnot.
And you know what? Here's something they did right with this one too. They actually included the right blast effects. Because when I got the 86 movie Ironhide and Proud, they both come with purple blasts, which are supposed to be the Decepticons, and that was something that they purposely did in that 86 movie. They help distinguish the Decepticons and Autobots a little bit more with the blast effects as well. So the Autobots had the orangey yellow type blast, and then the Decepticons had purple. And yeah, they got it right on this one. How they screwed it up on Prowl and Ironhide just still baffles me.
I don't know. Yeah, that was aggravating. That review really pissed me off too, watching you do that one. Oh man, Liam,
throw it didn't help.
Yeah, feel better, brother. He's under the weather. Oh. But yeah, I like that they have like the storage parts on this guy too. They're usually pretty good with that. So there you go. Put it on this kind of skirt part or on his back. Yeah, his eyes are really lighting up with the light box. But yeah, this guy is killer. Amazing details on him. And yeah, there's that nice clear part. But
that's nice. It wasn't just a small panel window. They did the whole back end. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's why those eyes are lighting up so easy.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a big light, too, that I have in that box.
Well, no, it doesn't matter because you can get the eyes to light up on the other ones, but you actually got to kind of pinpoint the light because they give you such a small window to point the light to. This one, because it's such a big open panel, as long as you have any kind of light behind it, it's going to come right through.
Nice, dude.
What up, Toy Mafia? What up, Tony?
What's up? Hey, everybody. Yeah, just showing off.
What up, everybody? Yeah,
this really killer Ultra Magnus. I'll skip a little bit so you can see how he scales with Optimus. It's about right, I would think, with the 86 movie because he towered over everyone.
Well, I mean, if you're going back to the original toys, that is almost right in scale too.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. And yeah, there's the blaster effect too. Like if it's perfectly inside of Optimus's his big cannon.
Well, that's the one thing that you did right with a lot of these toys is the ports.
Mm-hmm.
They're meant to be able to take those blasters and port them over to other ones. That was one of the reasons when they did like the Battle Masters and some of the other ones, they included blast effects with some of those mini figures, so you could use them on the bigger figures. And all those ports were all the same, so they transfer over to any other character you want to transfer them over to.
Isn't that the one I bought from you, Tommy?
The Earthrise one? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Yeah, he's a beauty, man. That's one of my favorite Optimus figures. Especially at that scale. Perfect.
But Tommy showed it. Tommy showed it to me, and I'm like, shit, that's exactly what he looked like in the old cartoon. And then I was like, do you wish to sell it, sir? And he did.
Excellent. Yeah, there's his. And here's vehicle mode, and I love it that you could actually fit the other cars in there. Some beautiful stuff. Although, that dude, his tires are a little bit wide, so it doesn't go straight up the ramp. But it's all right. You can get it.
Yeah, Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz. Beautiful stuff, though, man. Holy crap! And yeah, the cab part of this one. If you could detach it, it is kind of flimsy feeling. But once it's all on like this, it's cool. It's fine. It works. nicely done. But
did they leave anything in the directions for his alternate mode? Because in the original Takara version, when they were they were Diaclone.
Yeah.
He Ultra Magnus, which is it was basically a beefed up version of what Optimus Prime was technically, and it was his Battle Convoy too. He actually had a third mode, so the back trailer would actually convert into almost like a battle station.
I'm looking at the instructions right now. Let me see, what was it?
Because I know sometimes they've been doing that with some of these figures, like they give you like the alternate modes that you only would have known about if you had Diaclone or you knew about the history of them.
Yeah, I don't see it on here, but I mean, I figure since it's the '86 movie, if he didn't do it in the movie, they weren't going to really bother. But yeah, it's not on there.
Well, I mean, the only reason I mention it is because when they did the Perceptor from the '86 movie, they did include the ability to get into that third form that was only really even talked about in the original Diaclone version with Perceptor. So when he was Magnificus over there in the black, he actually had the microscope mode, and then he had like a almost like a tank mode. And there was actually something different about the transformation that it was still there when they released it in the Transformers, where there's a section of the feet that pull out for part of that tank mode.
Oh, okay.
And it was never included in the directions with the original run of the Transformers, but those who were in the they knew it was there. That's why I was kind of wondering if maybe they might have done that with this.
I didn't fidget around too much with it yet. But yeah, I'll see if I could look it up and see if we could do something like that. But the instructions don't show anything like that. And just to show you guys, there is no.
That's cool. You could attach them to. Yeah, that's awesome.
You could rest it on there. There's no real connection points for that. But
it could still move, right? Like if you push Optimus forward, it can still carry it without falling down, right?
No, it'll come off of him.
Okay.
Yeah. The trailer the other one might be able to move, but yeah, Optimus with Ultra Magnus's back section, no, that's not going to move. But there is you could pull it out, and that's how it has the kind of swivel, so it could turn a little bit, or you could kind of make it more compressed, and it's straight. So, but all in all, yeah, they did an amazing job. This guy's beautiful. What's up, Planet Towboard TV? How you doing, man? Awesome to see you. If you got time and want to hang out, let me know. I could drop you a link.
And what's up, Tree Rock?
What's up, Tree Rock? How you doing, buddy? Tree Rock, we did send you a link if you're free. If not, no worries. Let me see. We got Monotone. He said it's the selectable, perpetual, collectible past with an intellectual, delectable fentanyl cast. We've got Tommy the guinea pig, and always with him, Vinny. We got Trina on the trigger, Slasher, and the S Sword Stig. Awesome, man. Stiga. Oh, hell yeah, man. Dude, Tony, you're awesome. But yeah, this guy, an incredible figure. Though he is on the pricey side. Like I said, I'm reviewing him for someone else, but
pricey.
He's about $100. This guy.
Yeah, they're super. They're so expensive anymore, and it's the reason why I thought he looked nice, but it was like I don't think I could get that one because that's that would eat up my whole budget for the month of extra money, and even then I'm kind of leaning on the fence of whether I could even afford to spend that much on freaking extra toys now at this point.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because like I said, I cut back on a lot of stuff too.
We always have this conversation.
And then next week they're like, "Oh, I got this shit right here."
Yeah. It's the same thing. It's same thing over here.
Trust me, I would like to keep this thing and I can't. It's not mine.
Oh, you're taking it back?
And no, I'm reviewing it for someone. They let me review this.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah." Open it, do the unboxing, do it all. Trust me, I would like to own this guy. It's beautiful. I have, like I said, the Cybertronian version that came out. What was it, 4 or 5 years ago? I got that one, but
I think at this point it's almost 10 years ago.
Is it? Holy shit!
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. Had I known, I would have just waited and got the Earthrise one. But I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, that was my big figure for the for the week to review?
Time Prophet actually brought up something that I've always wondered too.
What's that?
They disguise themselves as cars and give themselves away by putting their logo on the side of them.
It's hiding in plain sight.
It's just a brand. That's like Tyson's chicken, you know. Avoid that, but if it's an Autobot,
and maybe in that whole era of Transformers, like it was kind of like a Banksy spray painting. Like it's just something that's there.
Right.
It's like the Andre the Giant face, the Obey spray painting.
This is just graffiti.
Yeah. It's just a logo. Don't mean
right.
Nothing.
Pretty awesome though, man. Yeah, I liked it. Great figure, through and through. Awesome figure.
Yeah, I like the fact that you could pop the missiles out too, and you could put the blast effects in there as well.
Yeah, they really thought of almost everything on that. At that price point.
But I mean, that's what kills me, though. I mean, they thought of everything on this one, and granted, they should have because it's a more expensive figure. But they shouldn't just say, "Okay, with a more expensive one, we're going to take our time and do every single thing right." They should be doing that with every single one in their lines.
I agree, dude. I agree. You know, because oh my god, have they gone cheap with other stuff? Holy shit! So maybe that all the budget this year went to that, and it went Beast Machine or the Beast Machine stuff. Screw that.
Well, think of it like hitting the lottery, right? You play a bunch of tickets, and then once in a while you'll hit a few numbers, and it'll be a good outcome. Just think of it that way when you're buying these toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what returns are for when they don't hit it right. I have no problem and I have no shame. I will take those toys right back, opened or not. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I remember someone also brought up something about the Dinobots. Like, all right, the regular Transformers, they turn into vehicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
To hide, right?
Right.
How the hell are you going to hide a giant mechanical Stegosaurus and a giant mechanical... how are they going to be incognito?
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that, Slasher. I can actually explain that. So in the Transformers lore, the Dinobots were not in our time era. Now, I know in the cartoons they created them that way, but in the original Marvel comics, they were actually created during the prehistoric era.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because they were there to fight Shockwave, who was doing experiments on Earth. Kind of like they hinted at in the games later on.
So Transformers first got started in the comics?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
There was the Marvel comic before the cartoon?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got to also remember who did all the bios.
Who did all the what?
Jim Shooter and...
No, Jim Shooter had nothing to do with the bios.
Did Larry Hama have anything?
Not with the bios, but he came up with...
He came up with the outline story for the Transformers, which remained unchanged for a good number of years. But they took it to. They didn't take it to Larry. They actually took it to a couple other people. And the one guy, I think they said he might have came up with one name, but they're not 100% sure. But Bob Budiansky did all the bios and all the rest of the names. He came up with everything. And then he was asked to work on the beginning of the Transformers comics, and then eventually they partnered up with Sunbow. Because if you ever watch the original cartoon, you'll see Sunbow and Marvel Productions.
Yep, same like the G.I. Joe cartoon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how long was the Transformers comic out before the cartoon came out?
I think it was only a few months or so. It wasn't that much longer because they were doing that triple advertising that they did for G.I. Joe. Yeah, so they knew that worked. So yeah, it was all right around within a few months of each other. They had everything out.
Yeah, it was the same thing with G.I. Joe. I know their comic was out before the cartoon. I'm pretty sure it was out like a little bit before the cartoon, at least.
Nice.
But it was the same with He-Man. He-Man had comic books too. Marvel and DC did He-Man comics.
But they specifically did that for the toy line itself to be packaged in.
Right.
So it was a
they had on the rack comics. I have a massive.
I thought that was afterwards.
Marvel. No, that was after. The mini comics were created specifically for the toys to be packaged.
Yeah,
with
the mini
toys.
comics. Yeah, but this was like an actual comic, like sold on.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But that's why the story changed a little bit. Because the original one, there was no Prince Adam, and He-Man actually came from a tribe of barbarians.
Yep. Much cooler.
So all of these toy lines came from comics first.
Well, it's like Tommy was saying, they tried to do
No.
the triple thing, the comics, toys, cartoon thing.
No, they didn't come from comics. The comics actually established the lore for them. So, like Transformers started in Japan with Takara, and then Hasbro went over to a Tokyo Toy Fair in '93 and seen all these different lines. The two different lines that they had was Microchange and Diaclone, and said we would like to bring them over to States, but we want to bring them over as a unified brand. So that's when they hired Marvel. Okay, here's these toys. Figure out a way to make these all work together. Give them names, give them backstories, and blah, 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 blah. And that's what Marvel did.
So it's like a multimedia project in a way.
Yes.
Kind of like how Star Wars did it with Shadows of the Empire, almost.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with Shadows of the Empire.
Tree Rock.
It was basically a video game, comic, and novel. They were gonna do an animated movie, but Lucas didn't do it.
Okay.
And there was toys as well.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, Trina.
I was just sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just wanted to answer Tree Rock. He asked if I had any strawberry shortcake toys. Yeah, I did. I was very much into strawberry shortcake. I had blueberry muffin and some, I think, lemon meringue, and I also went trick or treating as strawberry shortcake one year.
Oh,
Did you
that's
have
great.
the purple pie man? The purple pie man to me was the only cool looking one because he didn't look like a little weird freaking blueberry headed thing. He was actually tall. Do you remember that one, Trina? The villain?
Yeah, I remember. He was a villain in the story, like Gargamel.
Yeah, he had the purple crow.
Yep.
Tell us more about your muffins.
Wasn't Gargamel like trying to cook and eat those Smurfs all the time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Very European.
And Papa Smurf danced in the middle of a pentagram.
He what?
Yeah, Papa
danced
Smurf
in the
had
middle of
he had a pentagram drawn on the floor in his little mushroom hut.
Jesus. You sure it wasn't the Jewish, the Star of David?
No, pentagram.
Man, these cartoons are something else. We got to go back and rewatch some of them.
Well, there is a history thing on Gargamel that the Smurfs are actually evil, and he's protecting us from the evil that is the Smurfs. I'd seen that on a short somewhere.
I did hear that somewhere. That's amazing.
Hey.
How you doing, Adam?
Good,
Adam.
man. Good. Sorry, I was making a little late.
That's okay.
Man, what's up, Samba Go-Go?
What's up,
Hey,
man?
Samba.
Hey.
That
I
is
was making
absolute
tacos,
fake
so-
news.
Go ahead, Trina.
I was just answering what you said earlier. That's absolutely fake news.
Yep.
The Smurfs were not evil.
Hey, it was just a short. I'm just reporting what I saw and laughed my ass
Sure they
off.
were.
I thought it was hilarious.
The Smurfs were globalists.
Remember, Gargamel made
He made Smurfette.
Yeah, Smurfette.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
he
she-
also make Klaus Schwab?
Yeah, Smurfette was supposed to be like a mole.
He
Yeah.
made Greta Thunberg.
She was supposed to lure them in.
Yeah.
Well, she was the only friggin' until the little one later on, until the little girl Smurf. But she was
How
the
the
only
hell-
female Smurf.
They did another female one?
no.
Yeah, when they did
Later on.
Yeah,
They
younger one.
Grandpappy.
Oh,
No,
okay.
It was like a red-headed Smurf.
Yeah, they had like two baby Smurfs. One of them was a girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, they were evil. They were redheads.
So wait a minute. So
down with the tiny blue heretic pagans.
It was like in different strokes when Arnold started to lose his cuteness factor to the main audience, so they brought in the little stupid redhead kid. Hey, Mr. D, that kid.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
They
I remember.
They can
now.
just pesticide and shit, and just gas their little mushroom village, getting rid of those pests.
Well, you know what? Gargamel also is tall. Gargamel's also tall, and he has feet. Can't he just like
He's a man.
Stomp?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think the Smurfs were just too smart for him, and they all gang together against him.
They did have those two gay human friends.
You know what? I think gang is the perfect word because Smurfette was laying on her Smurf and was really smurfed out by the time they got done with her because she was a very busy lady. Red Dress and some Go-Go, I think they've hit it right out of the park.
Well, hold on. I mean, she had no soul, right? Because Gargamel, he created her.
Right. So just like somebody, like one of those prostitutes that works in Times Square, they had no soul.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Actually, most women don't have a soul.
And she spent all day on her back getting smurfed.
Right? They smurfed the living Smurf out of her.
They smurfed the Smurf out of her, all right. Yeah, she
was dripping blue all over the place.
Her Smurfette was completely demolished.
She's like, she got to the village and she's like, "There's a lot of mushroom caps here."
Well, it's pretty confirmed that she was a fucking
Papa Smurf says you're going to see a lot more.
RR come in. I believe her name was Sassette, and I do believe you were right.
Yep. Yeah, it was Sassette.
And then there was she was like the toddler, right? And then there was a baby. Wasn't there like a newborn baby Smurf or something like that?
Well, Conquest is saying that baby Smurfs are delivered by storks. So yeah, they don't make
Yeah.
babies. Female Smurfs are
and
unnatural.
he's right.
Peyo, they did make a stork delivering a baby one time.
Yeah.
On the Smurfs?
Oh, no, for the little figurines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Show.
Liam is absolutely right. Liam knows his Smurfs.
Yes, he does.
I saw a thing that
seriously.
said your lovable Smurfs are our sins that we're not, gluttony and Smurfette was woohoo. So that's what it was. And then Gargamel was not a bad guy.
Yeah, aren't they like some kind of folklore?
Yeah.
Things and
some crazy, they're like, oh, those beloved Smurfs that you love so much. Let me tell you about them.
I know in Europe, they had a whole bunch more those comic
right.
strips and things.
Yeah, well, did you know the original Smurfs started out as giveaways at gas stations?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, the little PVCs.
Yeah, they originally had something about
couple of
5. I think they had 5 or 6 of them, and they started out as giveaways at certain gas stations, and that's where they got their start.
See,
Tree Rock. I don't think Tree Rock is wrong with this one.
Oh, dude, she's repulsive Smurf.
Oh my god!
They call her Yeast Smurf.
I thought it was Chlamydia Smurf.
Ugh, so gross. Guys, look at the private chat, but do not repeat it. And I'm being serious.
I heard that too. Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Same thing, Time Prophet. Same thing. It's still gas.
He was part of a tribe.
Disney turned Thrawn into Gargamel.
But they had it right with there were quite a few of these types of franchises in the 80s and even in the 70s. There was kind of like no gender line for these toys, right? It was like stuff that
open.
Yep, like Smurfs was one of them. Muppets was one of them. I'm trying to think of another. Well, the Snorks sucked. Fuck the Snorks.
Fraggle Rock.
Oh yeah.
Whoa! How can you say F Snorks?
No, the Snorks.
As a kid, I used to watch that.
Yeah, they were cute. They were fun.
Yeah, and I just looked at them and like, yo, you're just underwater Smurfs.
Yeah.
That's all you are.
We needed that.
Underwater Smurfs.
Slash is like, that's copyright infringement, and that's why he hated it.
No, I know it was the same company obviously it was the same people
shit.
making it. I'm just like, yeah, we already
that's
had
like
the Smurfs. We don't
That's
need
like Silverhawks and Thundercats, same company.
Well, at least the Silverhawks look different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These Smurfs, they had the same freaking eyes, the same mouth.
They
look
connected
the
them.
They even had the
connected them later
same
on.
freaking phallic symbol hanging from their head.
Well,
The
it was a little
snorks.
more pronounced because they need a little snorkel to breathe.
Whatever.
Yeah, I heard that
Whatever.
Smurfette, when
Mad.
she went swimming, maybe I better stop. Anyway, Tom, you got any figures?
The Snorks, just real quick, the Snorks also, Peo did figures of the Snorks as well. And it's the same thing, Time Profit. Gas and petrol is basically the same thing, because I know when we had, Jesus, what was that one? B&P. When we had B&P here, they had theirs
BP.
listed as petrol. Yeah, BP had it listed as petrol. They didn't necessarily have gas station. They had petrol stations. So,
We call it gas over here in America. It's the same substance.
The biggest difference is we get it by the gallon, not the liter.
We both call it by its incorrect name because you guys aren't using petroleum and we're not using gas. We're using refined petroleum.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys get the Smurf comics over there?
I've only gotten them from.
I didn't get them, but I knew they existed.
Yeah, I only got them from relatives if they visited from Italy.
Oh, by the way, Conquest Comics, he brought up a freaking flash in the pan. Tiger sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been mentioned a few times on my channel. I am just not overly versed in tiger sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was like a blink and you'll miss it type franchise.
Yeah, so it is one of those franchises I was gonna try to get somebody on to talk about, and that person who had in-depth knowledge on it decided never to show up to do it. So I was like, I'm not even gonna worry about it. But okay, moving on. So I actually have 2 clips right here. I'm gonna play both clips.
I had those figures. I had a couple of them, by the way. Those tiger sharks.
Tiger sharks?
Yeah.
I forgot this was a toy stream for a minute. Legit.
I know, right? Anyway, so I got a 2-parter here. Basically, it's 2 separate figures, but I include the third because I just felt it was necessary for these ones. And these are spooky. And we get to see a pig in an outfit, and actually 2 pigs in outfits. And you know what? They got treated, so they didn't mind it as much. So here we go with our spooky figures from the Guinea Pig Collective.
We're hanging out with Helmet in his Pigween outfit. Helmet is a minion, and Helmet is waiting for his Pigween treats. So we're going to go ahead and get him some of those trick-or-treats right now. You ready, Helmet? Oh, yeah. Of course, like so many other Pigwieners, yeah, he loves his cookies and, of course, a nice piece of lettuce. Oh, yeah, happy Pigween to you, Helmet. Anyway, guys, it's time that we get into a review. Right, Helmet? While Helmet's in his bed enjoying his Pigween treats, we are going to bust out with the next figure that we're going to be reviewing, guys, by way of Hasbro. We got Plasma Series Ghostbusters Glow in the Dark Zedmore. All right, here we go. We actually got another one. Thank you, Ollie. $7.99 for this thing. Much better than it actually was priced in the store. Here we go. Winston Zedmore right out of the packaging. And this one, pretty much, yeah, just like the Venkman one. There is no real difference in here. They got the turn at the top of the thigh. You got the movement here in the leg, forward and back. You've got a double jointed knee right there. And holy good range of movement. This is much like the G.I. Joe Classified series, some of the ones that they have with the amazing articulation. Of course, you got an amazing rocker down here at the foot, as well as with some pivot right there. There is no other turning down there because everything is here at the top of the thigh. I do not believe these are drop down, but he does have a waist turn right there. So we got a little bit of that hula hoop right there in that bottom of that waist as well. That's nice. The head movement, and there is some, but it does seem a bit limited. The arms, really good movement in these, all the way up and around. Got the turn at the top of the bicep right there. He also has double jointed elbows, once again, very tight, but amazing range of movement in these things. So no complaint there. And of course he has turn, and he should have pivot. Yeah, pivot right there in the wrist, just like the Venkman one did. Go with his proton pack on his back, reaching back for the gun. There we go, with his gun in his hand, and I will say, much like the Venkman one, this one has problems holding on to that gun, especially trying to get it into both hands. Go with the last scene with his blast effect on the end of his proton pack. I think even with the misses on this one, but I would still give this one somewhere between a 7 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, those are beautiful looking figures.
No, they absolutely are. Before we get into it all, I'm going to play the second one because they kind of went together, but I had to film separately because I wanted to get into the talking points again and the articulation on this one, and then we can get into the full discussion about all of them.
Cool.
All right, here we go.
Go with Rorschach in his Bumblebee Pigween outfit. Rorschach may not stay in this outfit for very long, but he wants his Pigween treats. All right, Rorschach, they're coming up. Rorschach already has a couple cookies in there with him, and we're going to get him a piece of lettuce, and then we're going to get into this next toy review. And we're rounding out our Spook Time toy reviews for Pigween, as we got the last one here from Hasbro, and it's another Plasma Series figure, as we have Ray Stantz from Ghostbusters. Another one, of course, that I picked up from Ollie's for $7.99. So here we go with Ray's proton pack out in the kneeling position. Get ready to blast those ghosts down. And one more with his blast effect on the end of his accelerator gun. Once again, this one is exactly the same as Zedmore, exactly the same as Venkman. There is no difference whatsoever other than the face. And the face it looks pretty good. It looks like Ray Stantz. They did a fairly good job on all these. So we're going to do one last thing. Since we got Rorschach out here and we got all three of these guys out, we're going to do a pose with all three of them. Here we go, reaching the end of this review. We got all three of them up there. We got Venkman, we got Zedmore, and we got Stantz blasting away with their proton packs and accelerators. I do think that these figures do look great. They do look great together. If only I could find Egon to put them all together. Maybe I'd make a diorama and set them all up, because these ones absolutely look fantastic. A few misses in the way of articulation, and you know what? There isn't a whole lot of other accessories other than what they come with right here, but do you really need anything else? They did at least make a distinction between Venkman and the other guys, because he's the only one that has a slightly different mold in the way of the pant legs and boots down at the bottom. Otherwise, these guys' bodies are all pretty much the same, so you know what you're going to get with each and every single figure. Anyway, guys, I think this one is a hell of a find, especially if you can find it at your Ollie's for $7.99. These are some incredible looking figures, and they're definitely worth this price. They might have even been worth the store price, but I just wasn't going to buy them at the time, but glad I could get them right now. Be sure to let our Pigween boy Rorschach know what you thought about this entire set. Later, y'all.
Yeah, they are cool.
Those are awesome.
Okay, first I have to say,
they're
oh
great.
my God,
I don't-
They were
Rorschach.
cute. Yeah, those pigs.
That was so cute.
And I love it was the Cyclop minion too.
Yeah.
What's going on, Liam?
Hey, Liam.
Hey, buddy. You're
So
muted.
I got something to show you. It's just
Hey,
kind of
I'm a bit crook, but I saw you doing these doing these figures, and I got the ones they did before this where they're not slimed, and they are fucking amazing. They look better than they do on video. Like, they look like the characters. When I got them, I thought these are the definitive Ghostbuster figures I've ever seen. Like, did these ones come with the assemble parts of the Devil Dog?
No, they didn't.
No. These came with everything they had right there, and the thing for these ones was the glow in the dark feature. That's why they got all the slime all over them. So if you light them up good enough, you get them glowing, like I showed at the end right there. But I mean, like as far as articulation,
cool.
like the articulation was nice in these ones. The only problem I had is getting them to hold on to the accelerator gun. Like it just seemed like the way they molded the hands.
You've got to pry their thumb.
Pain in the ass.
You got to like pry their thumbs up. Yeah, you got to like pry their thumbs up and then sort of let them slowly close around the thing. But I'll tell you what, give that like 4 years and that finger snapping off. You know what I mean? So,
well, here's what I was doing. So I took the back end of the accelerator gun with the cord, and I actually ran the cord through their hand first to kind of get the thumb out of the way, and then slid it down into the handle that way, and then put the hand over the top of the accelerator gun and just jammed it down that way. And it was actually a lot easier than to try to pry on the fingers.
Nice. Yeah, I was tempted to get that original set because I do like that. It was like that Build-A-Figure, which is one of the Devil Dogs. But
these have Build-A-Figures too?
Huh?
These Ghostbuster figures have a Build-A-Figure? They come with different pieces?
The original
one.
Oh.
Yeah. They also had Dana.
I've got them all set up. You probably don't see them. You probably don't see them on my stream because like they're so small in the background. But they're on my set because I love them so much. Like
nice.
I've got like Dana and well, I'm gonna call it Zed. It's not fucking Zed. This is how crook I am. What's villain of the first movie?
Gozer.
Yeah. Azul, whatever. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
And then there's the four main guys. But it's a pity you don't have that Egon because like he's got a really good face.
Yeah.
Like.
I
was really
that's the one I was looking for. So I had called another YouTuber and they were talking about they had found these things at Ollie's for $7.99. I was like, oh, son of a bitch. So I went to my Ollie's. My Ollie's only had Venkman. So then I went out to because we have like 2 or 3 Ollie's within like an hour or so from us. So I went out to one of the other ones that was a little bit further out, more of a bougie section of Florida, like all along the coast. And they actually had the other 2, but once again, they didn't have Egon. And believe me, I tore the entire shelf apart. They had like about 60 or 70 of these damn figures there. And all they had was Stantz, Venkman, and freaking Zedmore. They did not have Egon. So, I mean, the search continues right there for that. If I could find the Egon, I will at least complete this collection with the glow-in-the-dark feature. And, you know, I'd be very happy just to have these ones because I think these ones do look fantastic. Once again, I just wish they would have did something just a little bit different with the hands.
Yeah, for sure. And they're worth keeping. Yeah. They were like, I love Ghostbusters. You love Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We still
so
wanted to
they're
do
definitely worth having. I have not seen.
You haven't seen what?
Sorry, Vinny. I was just saying I haven't seen better Ghostbuster figures. Like, have you guys?
No.
Like, you know,
this is the first time
that look like the movie guys.
It's the first time they had them at that scale. The only other ones I've seen are like those 12-inch figures and then the arm and a leg and a testicle.
Mm-hmm.
But they also made the car too, which is crazy. But I know they made the car for this scale as well.
Yeah, I seen that car. I was going to buy it, and it was gone really quick. It was a heavy price tag on that, but it looked absolutely beautiful. And before we continue, I've got to hear Trina say it.
Oh, God. Ghostbusters, what do you want?
You got to put a little bit more.
You got to say what you got to say with the same enthusiasm.
I can't do it on the spot like that.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Channel your inner Annie Potts.
Ghostbusters, what do you want? There you go. That's right. It's very easy.
No, I think these ones are absolutely beautiful. Though, and I seen everybody talking about Rorschach. Yeah, Rorschach felt like Ralphie in the bunny suit. You are absolutely right. He did.
They look great.
He couldn't wait to get out of that outfit. Helmet was a little bit more understanding and kept the outfit on longer. But yeah, not Rorschach. He's like, this isn't a superhero outfit. What the hell kind of shit do you have me in?
He's like, we're in Florida. I'm gonna get a heat stroke. Get me out of this thing now.
Oh, he threw the headpiece off really quick with the antennas. He threw that off really quick. He don't like the him or jumper. They hate those damn little hats.
That's hilarious.
But Liam, you said you had something you wanted to show off. Go ahead, man.
No, nothing I can shuffle. I literally can't move. Like I'm fine.
Oh, okay. All right. No.
I just wanted to talk about
that.
Stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I wanted to know. Like who made these? Like is this Hasbro?
Hasbro.
This Hasbro.
It is because these guys, right? They're like 6.5 or whatever scale. They're really good, and I got them here in Australia for like $20. The average action figure here in Australia goes for 30, between 27 to 30. So they were a really low price point. They were really awesome. I got like the whole set in one go. And it made me think, like, I haven't seen action figures this good in a really long time. And as we know, like, Hasbro's putting out shit. You look at this Beast Wars stuff, we've talked about that a million times. It's garbage quality. So, like, how is it that they can produce stuff at this quality?
It's certain lines, certain lines they are dumping money into. Like G.I. Joe, they put out quality G.I. Joe figures all over the place. A handful of Transformers, not all of them. You'll have like the Beast Wars shit from the movie that's all garbage. It's like they're that budget is being, put only
I haven't
to
seen
things.
a G.I. Joe action figure in store. I was thinking about this the other day, right? A couple of weeks ago. When I was in the city, I was like, I haven't seen a G.I. Joe action figure in store in Australia for probably about 15 to 20 years. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, not on shelf. Not on shelf. The closest thing is I recently saw the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover stuff. We've got that in specialty stores. But I don't think I've seen a G.I. Joe here. We've got Core, if you guys know who the Core are. They're like knockoff G.I. Joes. They're fucking everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. But they're meant to be the cheap knockoff version of G.I. Joe. But there are no fucking G.I. Joes. Not even empty racks. They're just not here.
Wow. Well, I know, like, in one of my stores and one of the Targets, they completely took out all of the Marvel Legends. There's no sticker for them, no nothing. And, like, Tommy usually films them over there, and, like, you can see that they're all, like, going on clearance. But by me, they don't have any of them. Then the G.I. Joe stuff, those main characters, gone. They just released the new wave that had Shipwreck, Rock and Roll. Who are the other ones? There was a couple of characters.
Shockwave, right? The Shockwave, the SWAT guy. I saw something on that on Twitter recently of the new ones they released. I think one of the Dreadnoughts. Did they release one of the Dreadnoughts?
Yeah, there's a Dreadnought that's supposed to be out as well.
I know they just released Torch. Yeah, I think it's Torch because I see they got Buzzer, they got Ripper, and they got Torch out now. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to create the rest of the Dreadnoughts. So you got Naugahyde, you got Road Pig, he's got Zanzibar, you got Thrasher, and Monkey Wrench.
I think they said Thrasher is supposed to come with a vehicle.
And Xandar. They didn't do Xandar yet either.
Okay. Yeah, right now I have the brother and sister. I haven't seen the other ones in stores, but again, like I said, these things you can't really find them anymore. For about a week or two, we were able to see certain ones on pegs, and now they're like all gone. The only thing I see is once in a blue moon, I might see one of the Crimson, not the Crimson Guard. It was the Crimson Viper. He's like the newest figure that's out, and I'm sure in like another week you'll never see him again. It's like they'll come out, they'll sell out, and that's kind of it. It's crazy. Yeah, they're not easy to get. Those scalpers too, man. Holy shit. They're having a field day with them.
Yeah, Time Prophet. We know about that. Yeah, they after they created G.I. Joe, they couldn't market it over in the UK as G.I. Joe, and they changed it to Action Man. For selling points because G.I. Joe is more of an American term. So
also it was G.I. Joe, a real American hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't have other countries, playing with American heroes.
That's problematic.
Yep.
The
Well,
same
a lot
way
of them
those
weren't even
damn
American.
Ninja Turtles were a problem. They had to be called the Hero Turtles. You couldn't
Ninja,
call them
the
ninjas.
Mutant Ninja
Right.
Hero Turtles.
By
But
the way,
they were called G.I. Joe over here in Australia. You know what I mean?
Japan hates the term ninja. Oh yeah, I had some tiger sharks up too, Vinny.
Yep. Yeah,
Is
we
that the
mentioned
one
it
you
before.
had?
Yeah, I had this guy, and yeah, you flip it around, and you got like the human head on the other side. They were crazy.
Yeah, and they had a cartoon for 5 minutes.
Yep.
5 minutes.
Is this the full one?
It seemed like it.
I think it's the full one. Yeah.
It's the innovation
Well, it was part
factor,
of an
though. I
ensemble
mean,
show, and it was actually the Tiger Sharks was actually the third part of the. It was actually the third part of the lineup, along with Thundercats and Silverhawks for the same production company.
yeah, but I mean, you're talking about the
Okay, I'm
innovation
gonna
that they
die.
had back
I'll
then.
talk to you guys later.
All right.
All right,
later.
all right, Liam.
All right, later.
Yeah,
Liam.
you're talking about the innovation that they had back there with all these different lines that they were coming out with and all the different play features that they would incorporate in all these different lines. And you just don't really see that kind of shit anymore. I mean, granted, you're getting figures that are extremely articulated and the likenesses are amazing, like some of the stuff they're doing with G.I. Joe Classified and everything. But as far as like unique play features,
Yeah, the play action is
you
died out.
don't see that. It's gone.
Right. Yeah, it's nuts.
It's all gone for precise likeness of a character and multiple articulation and changing limbs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like not like you press a button and this guy, he'll like you were saying before with the Ultra Magnus, like you press a button and he dismantles himself.
Yeah.
That's that sort of shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to mess around with that in case if it broke. It's not
like
mine.
when we were talking about those Madball figures. I never had the Madball figures, but you said like there was a button there and their head goes flying off, right?
The minifigures. Yep.
Yeah. See, you don't get that shit no more.
Oh, son of a bitch! They actually did it. Sorry, I was gonna check Big Bad Toy Store to see if I could find those G.I. Joes, and they the first thing that's on their site, I saw Star Wars shit. There's one figure I would get because I was a massive fan of it. They made The Apprentice.
Are we going shopping?
I'm not going shopping right now, but if I see him in stores, he's something I would get.
I mean, like window shopping. Like how we pull up.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Hold on, I'll show him. He looks amazing. Sam Witwer.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Boo, Star Wars, boo.
I know. I haven't bought a Star Wars figure in probably 10 years.
That's the guy in Star Wars that had the worst lightsaber ever, because he needed like 50 slashes to kill a stormtrooper.
That game was so much fun, but holy crap! Yeah, I'm like, oh, now they make this guy scumbags.
You should check out the Jedi Knight too, because if you hit a stormtrooper with a lightsaber in that one, you slash an arm off. It's one hit, one kill.
Oh, awesome!
How it should be.
Yeah.
They should remake that game, put it out remastered, or do something special with it.
I don't want them to remaster or put anything out right now. I'd rather wait until it gets sold to somebody else.
Right. Well, I didn't see right. Well, whenever, like you said, someone else could buy up this property. Man,
they're not gonna do it because they ripped off the story for Rogue One.
No, they ain't gonna do shit. They don't care.
No, they're gonna end. What they're gonna end up doing is remaking the original movies. They've already talked about it.
They've already done it.
Star Wars talk. Oh God.
Exactly. He's like, I'm leaving.
They've already done it because they remade everything around them and changed the story in the movies as a result. Because it was all about Jyn Erso now and not Luke blowing up the Death Star, stuff like that. They even said it themselves.
I'm tying a noose right now. Can you stop talking about Star Wars?
I'm trying to look up the G.I.
I'm trying to put.
Shitter was full.
I'm trying to put these sleeping pills down.
Okay, so hold on. I found the G.I. Joe stuff. So it looks like the only one that's out right now is the Buzzer guy. Ripper. He's on pre-order. He's a pre-order figure. He looks great though. Holy crap!
I was gonna say, where's his shades? You gotta have those red shades.
He's got them.
Yep, I see it.
Sweet.
Nice.
Dude, and we just had the Aussie in here. We could have got.
I got OG Ripper. I got all the OG Dreadnoks except for the OG Zartan. I got the stupid Ninja Force Zartan with the fucking orange mohawk.
Oh no, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, the only thing I think I'm missing off my Zartan is missing the little the backpack thing he had to put the extra face in. Yeah, and I'm missing one of the little clear plastic things that sat on his legs that changed colors.
So the little hologram type things.
I'm missing the one.
You have the face, but you don't have the backpack.
I don't have the face either. No. I just have the figure itself with the chest and one of the leg pieces.
Oh, so you don't have you don't got the swamp skier then, right?
No. Now, Buzzer, Ripper, and Torch, I have those figures complete somewhere, along with Zanzibar with his Swamp Skiff, Road Pig, with all his accessories, and somewhere in the back we have Thrasher, but I don't remember seeing the vehicle that he came with, and somewhere in the back we also have Monkey Wrench, but I don't think he has his accessories either.
I have most of the Dreadnoks, and I have the Dreadnought Cycle.
Oh, and we have Naugahyde too, because Naugahyde came with the
I got Naugahyde on my shelf. I'm looking at it right now.
That's cool, dude. Yeah, they finally made General Hawk.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was wondering when they were going to do this one.
And they did the classic version too. Nice.
Yeah, dude, he looks awesome.
I never had Hawk even as a kid, but he was a cool figure. I have the one with the rocket pack. I showed him to you guys before.
The only one I had that was in the chain of command was Flint.
Yeah, I didn't have Duke. My brother had Duke.
It's just funny to see G.I. Joe guys for like $25, $53.
Right. Well, this thing's some kind of a two-pack.
Steel Brigade.
Yeah, remember I was talking about that a week or two ago, Vinny.
Steel Brigade? Yeah. Is that the Steel Brigade?
Yeah, the one that you used to order.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can customize your card
or mail away. Yeah.
You got that.
I've got one in Nighttime Prophet. Yeah, I have one of those in the back. My brother had gotten. My father did the mail away for him. So it's got his. I don't recall. I've got the paperwork and everything. All of it's sitting in the back, like the shit right from Hasbro. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. This is the one that's released. He's out now.
That's very. Never mind.
I have the original.
He looks like a member of Ramstein, is what she was going to say. Du hast mich. Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, I didn't know she's out too. She looks good. I like this one.
The hell is that? Is that
Helix.
Obviously a newer character?
I guess so.
Never seen that one before.
Wouldn't know a character from back in the day.
Yeah, I know Etep's got the big book. That has like all the Joes. We'd have to pick his brain, but I think he's on World Class right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, good stuff though. Yeah, and all these. Yeah, these are all sold out. Yeah, there's your classic Zartan. But look at the price he was. So that's why when I saw them on eBay, I'm like, Tommy, you said you wanted the original one, and he was like regular price. He wasn't.
Well, that was the Walmart exclusive. The Walmart exclusive had the blue chest.
Yeah, and it's still BS that they made it for the carded like this, because they're in Walmart right now for $20. So 42 that's nonsense. They knew that this figure was going to sell. That's why they jacked up the price on them.
So other than the G.I. Joe Transformer combo vehicles, like does this line of Joe have remade vehicles? Like, is there the Vamp and the Hiss? Like,
they haven't done the vehicles yet, other than I think the
they did
the motorcycles. And, yeah, they have a couple of the smaller motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
And the the Hiss tank that was like their exclusive.
Oh, they did do a Hiss. Oh, okay.
Then weren't they doing one of the copters too?
I think that it's on their Hasbro Pulse nonsense, like they're crowdfunding or some shit.
Imagine if they did the USS flag. Imagine what they would charge.
Yeah.
Forget it, man.
Wait, nobody's got enough money for that. No. What's going on, Deal 29, and what's going on?
What's up, guys?
It would probably cost more than a real aircraft carrier.
Yeah, and it'd probably be about the size of a bed.
Well, even if they made it the same size, I guarantee you it's going to be between $800 and $1,000.
Yeah, but with the size of these figures, unless they're making it for the 3 3/4, it would have to be a lot bigger than that.
Yeah,
holy shit,
massive.
Yeah, but where the hell would you put that?
Yeah, it'd be like coffin size.
Yeah, she came with this stupid motorcycle. It's way too big as well. But yeah, other than that, like I haven't seen the proper, and it looks retarded.
That's
like,
not even a bike from back in the day.
It's not. Nope.
I wonder if they ever fix the problems with that figurehead. It's a shame that figure looks so nice, but the articulation and the way it's like all that is just terrible.
Oh yeah, dude, I told you, man. She's a shit figure. You know, Lady J was good. The best one is Zorana. She's the best female figure that I've seen them put out. Yeah, this one here. She's killer.
I wish I could have found that because they had that one going for $4.99 in Ollie's too.
Oh no shit!
Now I couldn't find it in my stores, but I'd seen somebody else. Matter of fact, I think it was Jeff from World Class that showed it.
Awesome.
I need to get off my butt and go to the Ollie's.
If it wasn't him, it was one of the other guys. I'm sorry, Adam.
No, I need to get off my ass and get to the Ollie's. We have a town over. I still haven't made it there just to see what they have.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, especially for people on a budget and everything, like most of us are now at this point. I mean, freaking Ollie's is like freaking, they're like a lifesaver, you know, because you want to get something, you know. Yeah, I hate going out to Target and looking at all that stuff and like, oh, I can't get that. Son of a bitch. You just want to like kick over a small family.
Oh, yeah. You're not wrong.
I haven't been to Target since the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
We took Nate in there, and that's when they were pushing the mask thing. And, like, the poor guy could barely get a quarter of the way through. He'd have to stop and take it off and breathe, so he could breathe. It was a nightmare.
Yeah. That shit's just evil, man. They try to force that on people.
And I mean, that was back when it first started. So, I mean, you know, everybody was kind of like, I was the asshole that still was smoking cigarettes. So I'm like, no, bring it, bitch. But, you know, I did quit smoking. So at least the cancer sticks. And it's been a couple years now. But no, I mean, like, nice. I haven't had the need to go there. They don't have the toys and stuff. You can order it online, you know.
Yeah.
When you go in, there's nothing there. Like, there's a couple Lego sets. I can get them cheaper on Amazon.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
that's the truth, dude. You know, that's it. You got to shop around and look for other places. But that's another thing that they're trying to design because they don't want to have those stores around anymore. They want people just to shop online only, so they have more control over that shit.
And I hate that. I want to see a freaking return to the old freaking big malls again. That's what I want to see. I miss that shit.
Yep.
Me too.
You have all those kind of crazy little shops, little boutique stores as well that have all sorts of different things. I seen ones that are like nothing but like, you know, not something that's more geared towards like comic book fans, but just random stuff in there, or like the Japanese import stuff. They have a mix of things, and it's like, okay, it's just something for everybody. And yeah, they stopped it, you know. Most of those places just either go out of business or they don't even bother. I saw something really cool since we're still on Halloween anyway. Since we're just window shopping and looking. Look at this Frankenstein. Awesome statue.
Yeah.
That's a statue?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I thought that was
That's cool. What is that? Like, it's Frankenstein, okay, but where is it from?
Sideshow put it out, so I guess they're just doing their own versions.
It looks more like the Hulk, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sort of a mix, yeah. But it's cool. I dig it.
Solomon Grundy. Oh my.
Yeah. Solomon Grundy Frankenstein. Which essentially that's what the character kind of is.
I don't know. The more I delved into that other one that Hasbro's doing the crossover with Universal, the more interested I think I'm starting to get into it. I think we talked about that last week or the week before. I'm trying to remember now. So they're doing a Frankenstein Impactor crossover for Transformers.
Okay.
And this one actually looks a lot more solid than the Dracula one they did with Mindwipe.
Oh, all right. You got photos of it, man. Yeah.
No, I showed it off last week. I don't have them anymore now.
Okay.
I would have to upload, and the way my internet is,
yeah.
I don't know. I'll see if I can pull it back up again, but no guarantees.
Yeah.
But anybody else have something?
No.
I'll let everyone else go. I just have one tiny thing to show up on. I don't know if it's
You're not allowed to show that off on my stream. Sorry.
I said tiny. I said tiny thing. I didn't say giant thing. That's almost like the floor right now.
I was artsy earlier, so like here you go. Like I was farting around with this while I was doing yard work to get everything ready for Halloween. So that's the side yard where we've got the bonfire to the right. So there's one for the background. You know, I was like, okay, and this is just as I was messing around with everything because you know, plenty of leaves and other things to do. And then there we go. There's the money shot. You know, kind of zoomed.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, but I've just been playing around, and you know, like when it gets dark out there, you can't see the mask at all.
Yeah.
So I've got a work outfit to put out there and kind of build him a little bit more as well. But yeah, it's like I said, it's one of those things when you're just kind of out there and you'll see something. And then I had the fire going and the smoke was going through. I just didn't get a good picture of it, but it's all on film between YouTube and Facebook. I threw it up there. So yeah, I was having fun while doing yard work as usual, like a good hillbilly, you know?
That's fantastic. Great. I love that.
Man. Hey, didn't you say you had some kind of unboxing too?
I did. I was saving that for you, you know, because that was on your call, my friend. Let me.
Nice, but yeah, you want to show it?
Yeah, I sure can.
Show it.
So, what's in the box?
Whip it out.
What's in the box? I don't know what's in the box because I ordered stuff and some stuff came and some stuff didn't. And when I looked earlier, it showed that everything was delivered and everything I was waiting on wasn't. One of them wasn't delivered, so it's questionable. What is it? I don't know. I don't know. What could it be? I don't know. I know usually.
What could it be now?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Oh, wow.
You found one.
Yes, I did.
The Reanimator.
These guys are hard to get.
Yeah, I know. But hey, it's Halloween, baby. What can I say?
Wait, that's a Reanimator comic?
That's one of my covers I did for the Hack and Slash.
Oh, nice.
You can see it instantly that it's Vinny's.
Yep. And I mean, again, I did buy it, and usually it is something from Vinny. But again, it's one of those. It was just there, and I'm like, I know that's not easy to find, and I'm like, I didn't even argue with him. I was like, mine, thank you, thank you very much.
That issue in particular, because they said they were having problems with the licensor, and I don't know if there was some kind of lawsuit between them. Like they short ordered these guys.
Yep.
So holy
and
crap,
I now have one.
Glad you were able to get one.
I told you, man, I'm gonna have the Vinny Museum.
How do we get? Is that something that like? How do you get that?
I found it on eBay.
Okay.
It was one of there was quite a few different things I had purchased and I was watching as well. And that was one of them. And it just popped up again. It's like, oh, in stock. And I was like, oh, I'm not even, nope, mine. Thank you. Nice. So yeah. And with it being, we're right around Halloween and I was like, that's perfect. And it came today, but every time I kept checking on eBay, it kept showing that it was on its way.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this like early, so I'm like 4 hours later, it finally updated, and I go, "Oh, that's funny." But yeah, Vinny, I knew one day I'm gonna have to just have a show with you on there, so you can talk about all these cool pieces I bought and all the stories behind them.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because cool. with you're busy now, but when you have the time, it's something for future content for for your show.
Yeah,
for your channel as well.
We could do
For
that
YouTube,
like
to be
pretty much.
friendly.
Yeah, we could do it like any time, man. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I got no problem with that. Yeah, people want. I want to do more art type streams anyway, so we could do stuff like that.
Oh yeah, man.
But hell yeah,
anything
man.
I can do to help. I mean, I'm surrounded by it, and I enjoy having the stuff in the back. So when Chris's next campaign goes, I want to put his, because I've got all 3, covers. I've got all 4 actually.
Yeah,
I bought it from Amazon too. So that was my plan, was to kind of line them up in the background as well. But I mean, with the Joker office, the way I've got it, and your awesome artwork, and other people's artwork I have too. It's, again, man, I'm surrounded by the things I love, and I'm just lucky enough to be able to be on here with you fine folks, and have a good time and show stuff off.
Dude, it's amazing, man. Truly amazing. Like I said, seeing people still interested in some of the older stuff. I think because that cover, I believe it came out in like 2011, 2012, something like that.
So what company was this for that you did?
Sadly,
and how was it reanimated? Like,
it was a crossover thing. So it was Tim Seeley's Hack and Slash did a crossover with the Reanimator, and it was through Devil's Due, which then became Dynamite. So it's that Nick Barucci.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't like the guy for nothing, but I got paid directly from from Tim Seeley, because he loved my work. We hung out at a couple of shows, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I want you to do something." And I did. When they brought Hack and Slash to Image, I did the cover to issue 3, which they used as a giant banner. They blew it up like 20 feet, and they brought it to every major convention. I only knew at the end of the year, like when I was at New York Comic Con, I'm like, "Holy crap! Someone could have told me that." I got a couple photos with that thing too. It's awesome, and I did that one right before they went to Image, so that was technically the first one I did. But pretty cool stuff. Yeah,
I've seen Reanimator once in my life, and it was decades ago. I gotta see that one again.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I just got the DVD. I think it was maybe late last week. But yeah, we reviewed that on my channel. Oh man, that was so good.
Yeah,
they got the Toonie Terrorist figure out there.
Yes,
they do. I've been so tempted, but it's who's gonna help me rob a bank? I'm kidding.
I know.
I'm kidding. I'm wink, wink. I'm kidding.
I just like to grab a few politicians and turn them upside down and shake all the loose change out of them. That'd be enough to get some toys.
Yeah, really.
About it. Millions.
It says 2007 on the listing, Vinny.
Oh wow.
Oh, that one was which? 2007.
For this one, it says it's number 16. It was yours. VFNM. The Devil's Due 2007.
Okay, so that means the other one was around 2011.
Yeah.
When they switched over. Yeah. Again, it's been a minute.
Dude, I know. I was just laughing because I was like, well, this is what he had listed. And I was like, well, this is older Vinny work. And I'm looking at it. And I'm like, I remember you talking about it. Thank God, I pay attention. But no. Again, it's, you'll see what's out there. And that's the thing. It's, other than the stuff I've already purchased and the stuff that's upcoming that I'm waiting to purchase, it's kind of one of those, well, what else can I find that might fit in my room? And again, the girls, that's going to go for my granddaughter. She's going to be 2, so it's a little bit early for that. But, when she gets a little older, like that's going to be one of the birthday presents for her.
Oh, yeah.
Present or something. It's already framed. I've got it in the background. It's awesome. It's nice for me to have this, because I don't have a lot to leave anybody, but besides the stories and all the things that we've all shared on here. And that's why I said, if I'm going to I've already got the stuff to protect my house and the dogs and, my collection and things I love. But this is something I can pass on, and it can just keep going and going and going. And, like I said, I plan on having a long relationship with you. You keep doing these lovely books and stories, and we're going to keep buying them and pushing.
Yeah, buddy. Hell yeah, man. Yeah.
By the way, work out there. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I did this one in 2010, and then I think the book came out in 2011. But So this is the one that was blown up like to 20 feet high.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. This one's in the second art book. The
Second
volume
art
2.
book.
Yeah, the volume 2 art book.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful stuff in here for sure. But yeah, don't worry, folks. I'm putting together the volume 3. I'm getting some help now because I need to set it up for print. But yeah, and then I got to put together the campaign. So get ready. We'll have a new cool art book campaign coming out soon. So yeah, I mean, showing it off since that's what Adam wanted to show this week, which is great. So hell yeah, man.
Are you not wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready, Slasher?
Yeah, 1 second. 1 second. Actually, I'll grab something else. All right. Yeah, there's something in the hallway closet too that I think that, but like when I was talking about costumes the other day, how much I enjoy the costume aspect of Halloween. I think this one's pretty good. 1 second. It's in the hallway closet.
All right, while he's grabbing that, I'll play a short. I do have a quick toy break here, and so we'll jump in that while he's grabbing that. Here we go.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome back for this toy break. So we got something right here, world's smallest from Tops. We got Garbage Pail Kids. We got New Wave Dave. And we got Unstitched Mitch. These ones are kind of cool. They're really super teeny tiny. You can see how small they are right there. Teeny tiny little Garbage Pail Kids. And they all have a little bit of a tiny card on the back of them. The cards kind of look like the original stickers did for the original Garbage Pail Kids on the one side. So that's pretty cool. I do like that they do these. Have you guys seen these ones in store? There's a few more of the ones you can actually collect. I think some of these world's smallest are absolutely hysterical. And I do like the fact that they did Garbage Pail Kids. Be sure to let us know what you thought about this toy break. Later, y'all.
Yeah, Garbage Pail Kids are fantastic. Those things were awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, the pigs took a siesta for that one. They were already tapped out at that point. Slasher, you all ready?
He's getting into his costume.
ETEP has.
No, I don't have a costume. I'm not wearing a fucking costume.
Now I'm disappointed.
No,
I thought he was going to be in a costume.
It's Baby Huey. What?
Jesus, I didn't mean to fucking say it like that. If that's what everyone thought. I'm sorry to disappoint you. But no,
Yeah, this is a fucking letdown.
Putting on his Baby Huey, costumes. Got to get the cigar.
That's the wrong channel.
I don't need a costume anyway. I'm a fucking horror show everywhere I go.
Oh man.
All right, so this first thing, it actually is a McFarlane. I got this shit a while ago. I got this one during my first, probably my first or second bout of eBay craziness.
Oh yeah.
Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur, yeah.
She comes on this little spin thing.
I still have a couple of those things, those spin things.
Let's look at that ass. Right. She got them titties too.
Yeah, she was the daughter. She was the daughter of the pirate.
Oh, it's cool. She came with this like cardboard background that I don't know where the hell it is, but you know.
Yeah, like one of the levels.
I don't even remember where you're supposed to. Okay, there's something right here. I see. You're supposed to set it there, but this, and I'm not even gonna bother trying to friggin' take that out because that detaches and it turns into a regular straight sword.
Yep.
Because her weapon was the sword that turns into the whip. If anyone remembers Soul Calibur.
Yeah, man. I love those games. Those are great.
But she doesn't move at all. There's no articulation to the figure.
Yeah, she's a statue.
And keeping her up on this thing since I got it on eBay years and years ago, like the pegs, you see how it's like kind of worn. So it's hard to set her the way she's supposed to stand, but
yeah, she's a cool piece.
This is awesome. this thing right here that you could do. I don't know. I like that.
Yeah. That was a good idea what they did. And I know like those pegs could be removed. You could put them all over wherever you wanted to on that base.
2003. I got this on eBay probably like a year or two after it came out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right after I left. Yeah, they
stands awesome. You see, McFarlane always did make like these nice little stands. Like I have like a couple of the Akira figures that have stands like this. All right, so this is what I was talking about when it comes to costumes. You friggin' weird bunch of people who thought I was going to be dressing up or something. Pirate Joker.
Oh, look at that.
Batman.
Nice.
The one thing I don't like is his face. I thought they could have did his face a little better.
Adam, you looking at this?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say he looks like Carrot Top.
He kind of
the juiced out version of him.
He does. And now that you're saying it, I could see Carrot Top as the Joker.
Yeah, that guy put on like what 100 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, I know. Carrot juice.
Yeah, carrot juice.
But yeah, like he didn't come with too much. It looks like, but he did have like the standard 90s firing weapon that came with every single figure. It seems.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They got a couple on the back too. They got like Night Batman. You see the silver Night Batman up top.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
The 10 million versions of Batman they used to always do.
Yep.
Always.
They still do.
Yep. Todd's.
But wait, no. There's a Joker and a Robin, and then it goes to friggin' Azrael Batman's. Okay, so they had a couple. All right, and the Riddler at the bottom.
Nice.
So these are all like friggin' like look at that. All right, Longbow Batman, Dark Warrior Batman, Buccaneer Batman, Power Guardian Batman, Desert Knight Batman, Silver Knight Batman, Flight Pack Batman. Why the hell did they need so many fucking Batman figures?
Batman was
Make more villains.
And one Joker.
They have
one
Batman.
Joker, one Joker, one Riddler, two Robins.
They have a Batman for everything you can imagine. They have swim trunks Batman.
Yeah, there's fucking there's probably Crack House Batman. There's every sort of
I believe that's one they just released him for the 66. That's what he's got the little mask thing on for.
Hot dog stand Batman.
Holy shit.
Oh man.
Tax agent Batman.
That is
so
hilarious.
ridiculous with that shit. I got one more, Vinny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I had to break this one up into two parts. There was just too much to get to under one clip. So this is a horror figure, and yes, there is a pig in this one, and yes, this pig is in a costume. He was another pig that was not too happy about the costume.
Oh no!
But no, this is another figure that they redid. It's a figure from NECA, and you know what? I think they damn near knocked that out of the park. There was just a few small misses on this one, but I think the way this one turned out, it was absolutely phenomenal. So let's just go ahead and get into it and see what y'all think about this one.
Hey everybody, what's going on? We're getting closer to Pigween, and Stripe is in his young Gru outfit, and probably not for long because Stripe is trying to find a way to get out of it. But Stripe is going to get some trick-or-treats. He's going to get some of his baked treats with bell pepper. Anyway, let's get into a horror-related toy. Right, Stripe? Oh, yeah, here we go. Happy Pigween. So, with Stripe leading us in, hanging out in the coffin bed and having his treats kind of hidden right now by the wall, we are digging into another horror-related figure. This one comes by way of NECA Real Toys. We got the ultimate ghost face action figure. This one doesn't look too horrible, and this is one of the ones with the newer packaging that they're doing where it's just got a nice snap-in cover. And it's doing away with all those idiotic freaking ties. Because if somebody wants to steal these things in the stores, those little ties are not going to stop them. Let's go ahead and get this one open and take a look at it. All right, out of the package, here we go with the ultimate ghost face killer figure. This one has got some soft goods on there. This doesn't look half bad. It's much like the earlier releases. But this one looks like it may have more articulation. Like, holy crap, that is really nice up there in the head. Fair amount of movement. He does have a bit of a diaphragm cut right here in the upper chest. That's always excellent to have. Does not appear to have waist turn, so that is all up in the chest. That's okay. That's okay. Good range of movement up here in the legs. Kicks back quite a bit, and of course forward quite a bit. Let's see about those knees. It is a single joint knee, and it is limited movement on that. The feet do have nice amount of rock right there, and they do have the pivot as well. Not too shabby. The arms come up quite a bit. Of course, they're going to go all the way around. It appears... Yeah, it appears it's a double jointed elbow, and it's got turn and everything in there. Holy shit, that's nice. That's a fair amount of movement right there in the hands or in the arms. And let's see what the hands do. Yeah, the hands do have pivot. They do have turn. Like that is not bad. And this is a fairly solid feeling figure.
Yeah, that is a nice looking figure. When you show off the elbow joints, you got to show them off, not your hands.
I know. Unfortunately, because of the way the camera is and the angles, it's really, really difficult for me to be able to get all that in without getting in the way of the damn camera. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and play it.
Well, before you do, but even with that single joint knee, I mean, you could still get him in a good running pose. That's
nice. But it was that knee is very limited. And it was the one reason why his score comes down a little bit. That knee does not move that far. Gotcha. And I actually get to it in the second part. And yeah, it was really a shame because even no waist movement, just having that nice diaphragm cut at the top more than makes up for needing a waist movement. So, but the head movement on that thing was terrific. The soft cloak on there looked great with all the hanging tassels and everything off there, like the shredded look. I thought it looked spectacular.
I like that. Yeah, that looked good.
But let's get into the second half and show off all the goodies that he has. And this is why I'm saying this one came so close. All the goodies they had in there and all the extras that he had and the stuff that they did with the extras as far as detailing is what I think really makes his figures pop and stand out a bit.
Here we go. We got a scythe in his hands. He's got the nice little handles down in there. He does come with a few extra hands, one of which I got on there. And of course, you see he has his secondary, or should I say one of his extra masks. It's not just a secondary. He has got 4 different masks. So the one that comes on the figure plus 3 more. Of course, the wonderful detailing that they've done in this big giant scythe right there, all the way down to all the marks in the woods to make it look dirty and stained and just old. I really like that. They've done quite a bit with this design. He goes with one of his other heads. It's all bloodied up. He's got his voice changer in his hand, and he's got his one bloody knife. Another mask right there that looks pretty good. The voice changer is pretty small, but it does have little lights and everything on it. And of course, the knife right there in his hand, all well bloodied up, and it's got a fair amount of detail to it. I mean, even down to the wood on the handle, like everything looks really nice about this one. Here we go with his last mask and a couple more bloody knives in his hands. I will say that this one, it does hit it out of the park with all the accessories, like all the detailing that they did in each one of these knives is absolutely fantastic. The scythe looked amazing, all that stuff. The one thing that I think this one misses at is a bit in the way of articulation, especially when it comes down to the knees. I don't mind the chest cut right in here with no waist cut. That is absolutely fine because that chest cut more than makes up for it. But the lack of articulation in these knees with a single bend that doesn't even go back that far, I think is a bit of a miss. I don't know why they did that. This one could have been absolutely perfect, but because of that lack of articulation, the best that I can give this guy, the absolute best, is I can give him a solid 8 out of 10. That's about it. I mean, if they would have got the articulation right down to the T where it should have been, like they've done with so many of these other figures, I could see giving this one at least a 9, maybe even a 10. But because of that lack of articulation in the knees, yeah, they're only getting an 8. Anyway, guys, be sure to let the Pigaween Trick-or-Treater Stripe know what you thought about this one. Later, y'all.
Yeah, that glow in the dark was cool in the end. Had they just carved out more from behind the knee, you'd have more range. And since he has that long piece that covers it up anyway, they're retarded for not doing that.
So I also reviewed that figure, and I included the blister pack version that I got before the ultimate version that I got. And this adds on to Tommy's review. Do you mind if I share that?
Yeah,
go right ahead.
Okay.
I take it the one you got was the earlier version. It still had the twist ties and everything like that.
I can't remember. But it came with all the same stuff, and yeah.
Did the mask glow in the dark in that one too?
Yeah. Okay. It's the same toy, same one as you've got. Let me pull this up because we need to discuss this figure because I had an issue with it as well.
All right. Well, while you're pulling that up real quick, let's we got a couple things in there. I think Stripe would be okay with a Scream costume. Yeah, he probably would. Tail29, here's a good question. What other horror movie would you want to see Scream to cross over with? Not really sure. I like Scream, the original one, and then after that, I was not that interested. And one more question right here. I reckon you all have most of the horror figures. Oh, it's not so much a question. You all should do a top list of the best ones. I know which one wins top for Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I think we agree on that. That was hands down the best one they made for Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I saw him last time I went to the store, but I had already picked up something else. I got that Mario Wonder thing, so I'm like, I can't. But man, did he look good.
Yeah, he
in person,
such an awesome. Yeah. Well, you've seen us unbox him. He is beautiful.
He is.
But so I can't remember. This was a little while ago. I reviewed the same figure that Tommy did, and this is towards the end of the review. And here's some issues I had with it. The sleeves at the wrists are really tight, and they didn't really fit well, and the articulation was the same same issues that Tommy pointed out.
Right.
It it really didn't fit right. Like if you went over that little bump at the end, it was kind of stuck there. I hated the way it looked. And then I think in a second here, let me see where it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's the one on the left is the ultimate, and the one on the right is the one from like the blister pack.
Yeah, that 8-inch scale.
Yes, yes. And like they're very similar. I think that like the one on the left, the overall look is better, but the hoods, they didn't like come out right. On the left, you can see it's really tight to his head.
Yep.
Where this guy, his hood, you can pull it down easily and put a wire in it, which keeps it like puffed up, and it keeps it around his face. And I just thought that was better. And I think that the cloak that he wears, whatever you call his costume or whatever, it fits him better. And articulation wise, it's, like he's pretty much the same. One problem was this guy's his knees are pretty weak, and so they just kind of like, see, it's very weak up there, so he doesn't really stand very well on his own.
Right.
So there are pluses and minuses to each figure, but overall, I think the design on the older figure was better.
Okay.
I didn't see any problem actually with the cloak on the one I had. I mean, it was a little tight going around the head, but it wasn't so tight that I couldn't easily pull the cloak back. I didn't have that issue. And I noticed with the hands, I could still move that cloak back and forth. Like, I don't know if maybe they must have made a small design change in that. Because I didn't have that issue with this newer version that they just came out. And the only reason I know it's a newer release is just because of the way it's packaged.
Right.
Okay.
It's the same thing with the Misfit one where they had the actual pop-out plastic window. So you just pop out the plastic window and that's it. There's no zip. There's none of the little plastic ties. There's none of the metal ties. There's nothing else holding them in. It's just this big plastic window that holds the whole thing in there. It just snaps right into the front.
Okay. So maybe, maybe they reissued it and made some changes. But I seem to have some issues with my ultimate version.
I just don't understand that, obviously, because they reissue stuff all the time. We know that. And if they knew that there was a problem with those knees, why didn't they go in and fix them?
Yeah.
I guess they got to hear people being more vocal, because if they do that, I noticed that they have made some pretty big changes with other stuff. They're willing to do that because the majority of the mold is the same. They just have to tweak some certain things. I guess, just people got to be a little bit more vocal on it.
Scream and Blair Witch.
Yeah, yell at them.
The best Pelosi figure I've seen for a while.
Right? You know what I did see? Speaking of scary looking broads, they had the nun figure is out as well, the ultimate one. I saw her at a comic book shop. She did look amazing. It's an ultimate one, but they have soft goods on her as well. Alternate faces. She comes with a portrait. Oh yeah, it was pretty sick.
All right, because I've been thinking about getting that one, but I have the first version, and I know that the second one she comes with her cross. So what else is different about the new version?
Wait, you have the one that's like the 8-inch scale or the ultimate?
I have the first nun that came out.
So
real quick. Have a good night, Tree Rock. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Yeah, man.
Good night, Tree Rock.
Have a good night. So hold on. I'll share screen real quick.
Yeah.
I found it on Big Bad Toy Store. But yeah, so Let's see what the other stuff she comes with. But she looked awesome. I should have recorded. I didn't even think about it. I could have recorded that in the store. But she looked really good. Let me see. She got the wooden cross. I don't know what that was, but
yeah, the nun. Okay, so the nun I have, she looks just like plain like that. She doesn't have a cross.
okay. So usually they show. Yeah, so this is the other stuff she comes with. See the alternate hands. That it's been a minute since I saw the movie, but yeah, that one item, the alternate face, and the portrait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the portrait. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked good though in hand. The box was even dark and creepy too. They did a nice job. But yeah.
Oh man, do I need this one?
Right?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
So are these figures.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Let me see.
I'd seen that other one. It was supposed to be from like what they call it, the Conjuring verse or whatever like that. There was some other weird like lanky looking guy thing, and I had no clue what it was. I seen it for a short time in one of my Targets. I couldn't figure out what it was, and I was like, I didn't even pay it a second mind. And I still can't figure. It kind of reminds me of like Slender Man or something like that. And I only know that because of my daughter.
He's a crooked man. He's from He's from Conjuring. I think it's the second movie.
Okay. Did we talk about this before?
No,
Yeah, I think so.
I don't. Well, maybe.
Maybe somewhere else.
I don't know. Maybe I have a terrible memory, so it's possible. But yeah, he's the crooked man. He's from the Conjuring 2, I believe it is. And I didn't know him. I don't know. I just didn't really feel compelled to get that figure.
Well, hold on. I found another monster we were talking about before. Here's Carrot Juice.
Yeah, he would be a very roided out Joker.
And I think he started putting plastic surgery into his arms because there's other photos too where his side delts there. They are just, they look fake. They don't look real. His shoulders,
but
like
he also looks like old man Diesel. Like when when a 65-year-old man decides to when he's going past midlife crisis and he starts getting jacked.
Yeah.
And they start to get the Ric Flair skin, but they're jacked instead of snaggy like Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what Carrot Top looked like.
Yeah.
R said that guy. He said the newest Conjuring explains his origin.
Okay.
Oh, so here I did find something else. I was holding on to it for a while after we talked about it. So I know we talked about it a week or two ago. But yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah, there it is. That is pretty cool looking.
And they used a really good mold. So the Impactor mold was an absolutely awesome toy. And they kind of reused them a couple times for a couple other things, but they didn't lose anything every time they redid them. So he's got his tank form right there. And the cool thing is, you notice that extra weapon right there is the same thing as the electrical fields in the original Frankenstein.
Yep. That's awesome. I like that. Yeah, I think the version I have of Impactor was the orange and purple, I want to say.
Yeah.
I think that's the version. But yeah, this looks great. Nicely done. Oh, by the way, Tommy, before I forget, because I was looking at NECA stuff. Remember you said you were kind of kicking yourself that you weren't able to get the Back to the Future stuff? Well,
yeah, they started re-releasing them.
Well, on Big Bad Toy Store, it looks like the prices are cheaper too. They have Marty for $29.99. And a couple of these things are on sale as well. They have the Doc Brown from the 1950s look. He's also $29.99. So yeah, they have them. Biff also $29. So if you were looking for the original ones, yeah, they're out.
I'd like to get a Biff figure so I can attach it to a piece of dynamite, blow that shit up.
Well, they even did the future version.
See, like
Griff.
My opinion with Biff was like, all right, you know how like you watch a movie and you can't wait to see the villain like get his comeuppance.
Yeah.
For me, with Back to the Future, it was like, yo, Biff, get the fuck off my television. I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to hear you anymore.
Wow, I know you hate him so much.
I only like the first Back to the Future.
Okay.
You see, I really like the second one. I like when they do the future
Hated
stuff.
the second one.
I thought they were.
God, I hated the second one.
And a lot of people shit on the third one. I thought the third one was kind of fun too. I don't know.
I saw the third
Western
one.
stuff was it was pretty cool.
Once I saw the third one once, and I don't even really remember it too much.
Okay.
That's
Mad Dog
my
Tannen
fault.
was fantastic as his great grandfather.
Oh, that's interesting, Soul Assassin.
Yeah, I was just answering that. That's awesome.
Oh wow.
And Soul Assassin, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, Hasbro. I can tell you what you could do with Transformers to make money. I can tell you all the mistakes you're making too, and cuss you out 7 different ways to Sunday until you get it.
Well, you could be a consultant on a bunch of different companies. Like
I know, right?
Like tell people, hey, could you stop making one leg longer than the other on this one?
Right?
For real.
Please, it's like a freaking epidemic.
I've noticed. I haven't bought these new figures, and every time one of you would cover is like, yo, why the fuck is one leg longer than the other?
Yeah. Tommy. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you suppose maybe they've been talking to Draven, and every one of these figures has downs.
No, Downs doesn't give you 2 different length legs.
Oh my god, that's funny. I know Tommy and Trina, they've really been like magnets to those figures that come with crooked legs. I have maybe 1 or 2 like that. Those guys, like every one that they picked up, it's like, yep, 1 leg longer than the other again.
Maybe we should get that, Tommy, the crooked man, just to because every NECA figure we get is a crooked man.
And this is the one that probably should have had 1 leg shorter than the other.
For real.
Holy crap.
I just imagine that view. Somehow both legs are the same size. What are you doing, NECA?
Imagine like you meet the person who actually finalizes the figures and they have one leg longer than the other. And they're like, I don't see what's wrong with this.
Yeah, I'd probably hurt my neck looking at him.
What are you talking about?
Put your boot back on, pal.
This is a fucking self-insert.
Holy shit.
2 of the same joints? Yeah, I've seen that before too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Frankie, are you pull my leg? Then pull the other so they even out.
Holy shit.
2 left arms, yeah. I've
Oh,
seen that
dude.
too.
That's great.
I've seen some real freaking bonehead shit that some of these toy companies have done.
Yeah.
I don't know how they miss it. I mean, this is what they do for a living. A
I
living.
know.
It takes me 2 seconds taking something out of the package to see what the hell's wrong with it. Yet they're sitting there messing with these things for up to a year or more, and they still can't figure out scratch their heads. Oh, I don't see a problem.
It's bizarre.
It really is. Crazy.
I still laugh at that figure. I still laugh at that figure. Of it. I think it was the first one. It won. And I'm reviewing the figure, and his arms are literally just falling apart as I'm reviewing the figure, and I'm like, I can't keep doing this review.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. You got like a massively defective figure.
Oh my god!
Because I had him from part 1. Well, one of the versions. I know they released like, I don't know, 6 to 10 different versions of that freaking thing. There was even one pack that had like every single expression in every arm.
Oh yeah,
that big Funhouse pack.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah, that thing was crazy.
Now, the only one I picked up was the Tim Curry one, where he's got the book. or the photo album rather, with the hand coming out of the photo album. That was the only It figure that I ever picked up.
Yeah,
I didn't mind the newer movies, but I think I like the original one more.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
I mean,
I like part 1, part 2. They had good casting, but there's a lot that they screwed up. It felt like a completely different movie.
I didn't mind the new It 1 or 2. I was fine with them, but I'm like Tommy. I definitely like the 90s much better.
Yeah, I wanted that figure too, but I passed on him one time, and then I never saw him in the stores again. The Tim Curry one.
I think I've got mine off eBay.
Okay.
I found mine at Target.
Nice. Yeah. Dude,
I seen both versions, and I just grabbed the one. I was going to go back for the second one, and then I never seen it again because the second one actually had the little boy's boat. Damn it,
Georgie,
yeah,
it had Georgie's boat. Yeah, the one, and it had a bunch of extra balloons or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the one I've got.
That's cool.
Yeah, I haven't reviewed him yet. I've had him for like almost a year, and I haven't reviewed him.
Oh shit! I have shit. I got stuff in the back that I've had like 5 years or better. I haven't reviewed yet, so I know how that feels.
Holy crap! Hey, I was just randomly looking at something on Big Bad Toy Store. Check this thing out! Holy crap! I didn't even know they make these type of things. Like I guess educational figures. They got a great white shark. It comes like with the water as well for like a base, and then you could dissect them.
That's cool.
I remember when I was a
amazing.
kid, they had stuff like this. They had stuff for like the living brain and stuff like that. So you would get this here plastic model of a brain, and you'd be able to split it in half and split it into quarters. You'd be able to take out the pituitary gland and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
That rings a bell. I remember stuff like that too. Pretty damn cool though.
Yeah, it really is. I love that educational stuff for kids.
Yeah, it's a smart move.
Really, that'd be neat, Soul Assassin. I'd love to see what NECA could do with that. I know that Vinny had showed off. They got some new models that they're doing for some of the characters from Jaws. They had I didn't see. It wasn't Quint. It wasn't Quint.
No,
and it wasn't Brody. It was damn it! What?
Yeah,
the scientist.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss, his character, but I don't remember his name either. I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I guarantee somebody in the chat knows his name. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name.
Frankie probably knows it. That's one of his favorite movies.
But yeah, I would love to see them do those ones as ultimates because those blister pack ones, they're okay. Hooper. That's it. Hooper.
Hopper. Hooper. Hopper. Hooper.
Hooper. Because I remember Quint kept saying, Hooper.
Yeah.
Make sure you get it around the most. Hooper. Yeah, see? Hooper.
That's great.
But yeah, I'd love to see those ones as ultimate. The blister pack ones, they look nice. They look pretty cool, but I would love to see an ultimate version of all those figures from Jaws. I mean, obviously, NECA has the licensing for it, so why not do it? And why not do it Jaws? Because I'm sure if they did a Jaws figure and they do it really well, like they are capable of doing, I'm sure that thing will sell like gangbusters. And I mean, quite honestly, at that rate, they could probably make it Orca. Even if it's not the full Orca, if they do like the back end of the Orca with the cabin, so you can see the cabin and then maybe cut the front of the bow off, they could probably sell that too. I'm sure. I mean, what the hell they're doing diorama sets now? Why not at this rate?
Well, I'm sorry. It's going to be very difficult to top the one that McFarlane did. That playset one, where he's
yeah. Oh my God, that's still like. Oh my God, that's one of the things I wish I would have gotten back. I wish it's not 300 or whatever it is goes for these days. Yeah, oh my God, I wish I would have.
That price is beyond retarded.
Yeah.
Show me the way to go. The cage goes in the water. You go in the water. The guinea pigs in the water.
Maybe if it goes back to that robbing a bank thing, Vinny. Maybe if it goes back to that.
Yeah, allegedly, and in the Minecraft, are there banks in Minecraft? I
In
don't
Grand
know.
Theft Auto, yeah.
In Grand Theft Auto, that's it. Let me see if
he robbed the bank so he could get this fucking McFarlane set from 2001.
Right. I'll tell you
Right.
what, that is still a sore, a very sore subject.
Yeah.
That right there is still a very, very sore subject with me after having that thing stolen. Boy, I'm still bitter about all that shit that I lost.
I know, man.
Years later, like you're talking over 15 years later, and I'm still pissed off about it.
Yeah. It's like that scab is just it was picked and it's just gushing blood again.
It is.
Yeah. I'm so pissed. Yeah, I don't have this anymore either.
You had it too? I know Tommy said you had it. You had
Yeah.
it too. Oh, you.
Yeah.
Oh,
one guy. Yeah, one guy.
Yeah, I got the alien set, the Queen Alien set with the chest burster instead of this.
Yeah.
I like, and this one was. I think I never saw this in the store, but I used to see it on eBay because I would go to the store and fucking around on eBay around the same time. It was my second bout of eBay craziness, and the price on this was not what it is now. It was still kind of pricey, but not what it is now.
Yeah, now it's just like, forget it, man. Forget it.
And I wasn't even that huge into the movie Jaws, but I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
First
this
time
set was great. And I told you too, like the story behind it. I mean, like the guy who fabricated, he built that whole boat for them. He had to do it multiple times because every time they put it, they had to do like the molding and the casting on it. When they put it in there in the mold, like to do it, it collapsed in on itself multiple times because they didn't know how to figure it out the proper way because the mold shop guy was such a dick. Yeah, hold on, I'm trying to share it again.
I didn't like Jaws.
Yeah, I'm not huge on it either.
My God, such blasphemy on this stream. Such blasphemy.
Seen a few
goddamn
times,
kids. You goddamn kids.
Get off my lawn. But yeah, no, it had really fragile parts though too, like the whole front of it.
It looks like it does. I remember the last time I saw this one loose on eBay and it had none of the strings.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because
and
that
they
was
still wanted a fucking arm and a leg for it.
Yeah, that was kind of a bitch to put the strings on properly.
Yeah, when I got mine, I think I only paid I paid under 30 for it. Like way under 30. I'd actually picked it up at KB Toy Store.
By the way, I don't hate Jaws. I just don't love it as much as everyone else does.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely hate it.
Oh, okay.
No.
You know why? I think I know why. Because you've probably been beat over the head with it by people.
Yeah.
Probably like
she's doing that because I usually come in and say I hate stuff.
Oh, shit.
Kick Trina. Oh
no. Could you show the alien one, the Queen Alien one, the chest burster?
Yeah, hold on. Look it up.
I did a Jaws costume for one of the pigs. I did that a while ago. That was Cringer, and I just can't bring myself to put that Jaws costume on another pig now because that was his thing. I did a whole thing where I did the whole, it was like, what did I say? I think it was like 15 people went near the cages. Only 8 walked away with the toes. The pigs took the rest. I'm like, yeah, I had a whole thing with Cringer and that outfit. That's why we wound up getting the shark bed. It was for Cringer.
Nice.
And the T-shirt you made, paws with
paws.
Yep.
Which I seen somebody else. One of the other guinea pig people, they were like, "Oh, I was thinking about doing something like this." And I was like, "I already did that a while ago, pal."
Wow. This is the one you had?
Yeah, I still have it, but
nice.
Like the alien, the Queen does not fucking stay together. Like,
what do you mean she don't stay
I'm gonna
together?
have to glue it together.
What? It's broken in pieces?
No, it's it's got the ball joint that you attach at the hip.
Oh, okay.
Like in the box, like you have to. Yeah, there's the box. Go to see the box next to that. You see how it's like it's kind of wait.
What am I looking at?
Okay, I thought in the box it was like separated because of how tall it was because you stand up, but I was wrong. But
Well, I know that
it's attached on a ball hip, and it's not.
Oh, and it came loose.
It's so big, yeah, because it's such a big fucking top of the figure. It doesn't really stay on too well. So
yeah, top heavy shit. Yeah, they were known for doing stuff like that too.
Well, I was going to say, I know that Jaws one. I know that whole mast assembly was actually separated in the box. Like you have to attach that after.
Yep, that's why. Yeah, and you had to put the rope on it and everything too.
And this one, yeah, you see the way the Queen Alien's on one stand that attaches to another stand that has the person with the chest burster piece.
Yeah,
that kind of sucked too. You know what I'm saying? Like that attachment sucked. But
oh man,
cool figure if you can, you know.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they never really worked out things properly. They had to talk more with the designers of the figure and then the sculptors to get it to all kind of mesh together.
Now, Soul Assassins, have you ever tried the hot glue trick?
Yeah, I didn't. I guess I should glue it, but you know.
And Frankie, yeah, I did
also
know
don't
about
have
that.
anywhere to put this anywhere right now. So
yeah, I know that's the problem. Retail space for all these things.
Frankie, that is very cool.
Yeah, I knew about this, and I know that the actor was working with the guy, so the guy was actually a consultant on the film too, and he was trying to make sure he got everything down right. And yeah, the guy legitimately was like a real life Quint.
He was. I know he's ripped them apart too for getting things wrong.
So I have a question. What is the Vaseline for?
Huh?
Soul Assassin. Shut up, Slasher. Soul Assassin says hot glue and Vaseline. What is the Vaseline for?
That's for your pleasure after you get the figure together.
You're the one asking the question, Trina. Don't get offended at me. Jesus.
Well, no, I'm legit asking.
Just when we have the answers, you change the questions.
I don't understand why the Vaseline.
Why not?
It's like
I don't know. I would have just ignorantly fucking thrown crazy glue on it. I don't know. Like if I were to have space for it. I'm not looking to do anything else with this alien.
Not okay.
Oh, shit.
Vaseline is to cut down on the friction, Trina.
On that happy note, I think tomorrow we're going to be talking about that movie Cobweb. By the way.
Damn you guys.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I'm stuck. I can't transform. Ow! Thanks. I think.
Well, we did 2 hours tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Pop comes back just at the end, and then he disappears again, and then he's back again.
Yeah. Well, the Jazz getting kicked, that was just perfect. I was like, oh my god. I was like, that's the perfect time to come back since my internet was messing up. You know, it just had to fit in with yours, Tommy.
I know what happened. You used too much Vaseline before you got on the stream. You slipped right back out again.
Yep.
So that's what it was for.
Slippery when wet, baby.
So, Adam, let the folks know where they can find you.
So, you can find me Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Men's Room. Of course, I will be on with Vinny as well. I'm sure you've already plugged yourself, so no need for me to do it.
No, you're the first one. But, hey, like I said, I think tomorrow we're going to be talking about that movie Cobweb. So if you haven't seen it, it's on Hulu. It's got Anthony Starr, the guy who played Homelander, Liz Chaplin. I think that's what her name is. A pretty damn good horror movie. It's paced nicely too. So yeah, if you guys haven't, check it out because we'll get into some stuff tomorrow, I think. Yeah, it's still Halloween, so I want to talk about some stuff. Maybe we'll talk a little bit of Ghostbusters too. I don't know. Boy, we'll have some fun. But yeah, man, Adam, thank you for popping on tonight.
Yeah, brother. Thank you for doing this and let me show you what was in the box.
Yeah,
I sure as hell didn't know.
This guy forgets everything. Oh shit!
Well, when I bought as much as I did, and you got like 3 or 4 different things coming. You know.
Yeah, it's Christmas every day at your house.
Yeah.
Excellent, man. At Slasher, yeah. Let everyone know where they can find you and what else you got going on.
Doing review of Night of the Creeps on Saturday on my channel, and just hanging out wherever wherever non-depressing talk, like wherever we don't have to sit down and watch the world burn and have to talk about it every 5 seconds. It's always fun.
All right.
Spooky season, Halloween. Let's get into it. But
yeah,
not
that's
actually,
it, man. Yeah.
But not actually have Devil's Night every night of the fucking year. Please
fire it up.
Fire it up.
Dude, thanks for being on here tonight.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
Some of us just want to stand back and watch the world burn.
Mr. Bruce, why we fall down? Sorry. Go ahead, Trina. Let me know where they can find you.
Well, this was an awesome stream. It really was a lot of fun. You can find me on my channel at Real Horror, REEL. And yeah, on this coming Tuesday, different night, thanks to Tommy, we're going to be doing Halloween 1978 watch party. So that should be fun. This first time I'm doing a watch party on my channel, so that's cool. Yeah, otherwise I'm over here on Vinny's channel or Tommy's channel, and like slashers too. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you all have a great night.
Awesome. Thanks for being on. And yeah, let me know could you make it for the stream tomorrow for the we're gonna do some of that movie because I know when you saw it, you said you gave it an amazing score right out of the bat.
Yeah, awesome movie. Awesome movie.
Yeah, it was. I was surprised by it.
Mm-hmm. Same.
So good stuff. Yeah, glad I stumbled upon it. So yeah, we'll be hitting that, and throwing that over to Tommy. Yeah, go. I know you're gonna play something good.
And all day long, my foot up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Always having fun, and if I'm not having fun, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my life. Do we all get irritated about shit? Yeah, absolutely. But 9 times out of 10, I'm still laughing about it hysterically like the Joker. It's actually quite entertaining, at least for me. But thank you to everybody who's been hanging out in the chat with us, and I hope that you all had a blast. Thank you to everybody that was on the panel, including Steve earlier. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. I hope that you're having a good one. And guys, remember, stop by for Trina's on Tuesday on Halloween. All right, they're going to have a little bit of fun, a little spooky time horror fun with Halloween 1978. Great film to actually round out the end of this month with. And then we will be back to Guinea Pig Collective probably on Wednesday, unless we decide to do something absolutely nuts and do a Monday and a Wednesday, because I'm feeling a little bit frisky with all the nonsense that I'm putting up with CenturyLink. So who knows? I don't know. I'll see how I feel. But it's so difficult to try to get all this stuff and juggle everything because there's always so many things going on, trying to get all these toy reviews done, trying to wrestle with pigs to get them into Pigween costumes, and just still try to find the time to be able to have fun and run these streams. But, your patience is greatly appreciated, and thank you so much for always coming by and see how we're doing and hang out and continuing the discussion with us. You guys are absolutely awesome. Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not think, because your silence and your compliance gives consent. We'll catch you next time. Thank you all.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, thank you, Tommy. And yeah, manliness motivation says Charlie Sheen gives it 10 cans of Crisco.
and thanks to Liam also as well. Almost forgot that. Damn.
Yes.
My bad.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, thanks, Liam, for popping in. Hope you feel better. Yeah, and all you great folks out there in the chat, Samba Gogo, Manliness Motivation, RR. Yeah, man, we had some great with Frankie, Soul Assassin, Keely Chow, You guys and girls are fantastic. Planet Tobor we had in here as well. Tree Rock. Hopefully we'll get you on another one soon. Red Dress Press. Again, all of our Chris's are fantastic. Good people out there. Tehillim 29. Let me see, just going back up. Chaos Hoy. Time Prophet. It's excellent people out there. Excellent. And I hope you guys all did enjoy this one, by the way. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be discussing that movie, Cobweb. Check it out on Hulu. Good horror movie. Pacing is like old school horror again. Like, good build up, and then that last act, like all hell kind of breaks loose. Like literally. But holy crap. Excellent stuff. So, Toy Mafia, thanks for popping in as well. And I want to show you guys, again, new campaign coming very soon. Here is the cover to the Volume 3 art book. So, get ready. More hot artwork. Fantastic stuff coming at you before you know it. I got to set up the campaign and all that. But, it is complete. Again, that's the thing. I want to make sure you guys will get your products as soon as, the campaign is done. So,
I don't know why, Vinny, but with this picture of this beautiful looking female up there, I think Frankie's quote works out perfectly. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
I should have had another parrot on the cover, right? But this is still good stuff. Guys, girls, thank you so much.
One question before you wrap up. Samba wants to know, will we need Vaseline for the stretch goals?
That's up to you. I don't know where you want to put your books, but if that's where you like to keep them for safety and warmth.
That's got to be a very painful way of.
Listen, don't listen to Slasher. However you want to display your books and where you want to store them is up to you.
You don't turn that area into a giant coin slot.
Maybe they roll them up. I don't know. Listen.
The slots were never that big on the bubblegum machine before.
Yeah, you got her a snort, yo.
Right?
I'm just saying.
Holy shit, where is the time gone?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Not okay.
Rob froze.
Oh boy. We'll switch it on over. Where can we go out on? Because this stream just went there. Here's a crazy one. I was only going to do it for Rumble only, but you know what? We'll do it here.
I thought you were going to play that song Vaseline as the exit.
Well, since we're all lost our minds, here's another person I think who lost their mind. Everyone, please have a great night. Tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. We'll be talking about Cobweb and maybe Ghostbusters. I don't know. Well, we'll play around. We'll see where we lead with it. But till then, everyone have an awesome night.
The only thing that's going around my head is fighting crime, trying to save the world. Here they come just in time. The Powerpuff Girls. Know it?